Hello, hi, assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Sadia Farhan. In this video, we are going to discuss models of communication. So we are taking start from Aristotle's model. So let's have a look. Aristotle's model, it is rhetoric model. It was proposed before 300 BC. It has great focus on public speaking. It was first model and it was speaker centered. Model narrates itself as speaker, speech, occasion, audience, effect. In this model, audience is passive. He also gave concepts of ethos, pathos and logos. These are also part of this model. Ethos mean credibility of speaker. Pathos mean connect with audience emotions. Logos mean give logic. Number 2 model is Lasswell's model. Lasswell's model is linear model and it was presented in 1948. It was proposed by Harold Dwight Lasswell and model narrates itself as who says what, to whom, in what channel, with what effect. Shannon and Weaver model, it was presented in 1948. It is also linear model. Shannon worked on problems in effectively transmission of information in 1948. He published his theory, a mathematical theory of communication. Then Warren Weaver applied this theory of Shannon to interpersonal communication and model narrates itself as information, transmitter, channel, receiver, destination. And there is between information and transmission signal sent. When there is channel, so there is noise, and between receiver and destination, signal received. Number 4th model is Schramm's model. Schramm's model is interactive model, circular model. Wilbur Schramm altered Shannon and Weaver model in 1954. It has inclusion of interpreter and decoding and encoding. Model narrates itself as encoder, message, decoder, interpreter, encoder, message, decoder, interpreter, encoder. So this is circular and the process goes on. He says that encoder, sender can be receiver and receiver can be sender. Number 5. Barlow's SMCR model. It was presented in 1960 and it is linear model. In this model there is no noise, no feedback. Model represents itself as sender, message, channel, receiver, and sender should contain communication skills, attitude, knowledge, social change, culture. Sender and receiver has these things same. Message, content, elements, treatment, structure, code, and channel is hearing, seeing, touching, smelling and tasting. Number 6. Dance Helical model 1967. It was proposed by Frank Dance. He proposed communication as helix, a smooth curve. He says that time, continuity and social interactions are important factors in communication. Number 7. Wesley and Mclean's model that was presented in 1957. Communication begins only when person receives message from surroundings. It is interactive model. Number 8. Dean Barland's model and it was presented in 1970. Dean Barland's model 1970. It is transactional model. Sender and receiver change their places, that is equally important. Feedback for one is message for other. Cues. These 4 cues are presented in this model. Public cues, private cues, behavioral cues. Public cues mean physical environment and artificial cues. Private cues, senses of a person. Behavioral cues, verbal and non-verbal cues.